So far, this presidency, without a shadow of a doubt, has been the most unapologetically disrespectful anti-Black administration that I have ever seen in my relatively short 36 years of living. The Biden-Harris administration consistently addresses Black America as if they are children, forever offering us up cheap trinkets like statues and monopoly money, while every other group gets actual legislation passed to address their issues. There have been times throughout this presidency when the Democratic Party has even taken a heat check on Black America just to see if they still have us stuck on stupid voting blue no matter who. And do you want to know what that time was when they did a heat check on us? How many of you all remember when Kamala Harris came out and told Black America that she grew up celebrating Kwanzaa?
Happy holidays, everyone. I wanted to take a moment to send my warmest wishes to everyone celebrating Kwanzaa. Like so many other holidays, we will be celebrating Kwanzaa a little differently this season in our home. We'll be doing it over Zoom. You know, my sister and I, we grew up celebrating Kwanzaa. Every year, our family and our extended family, we would gather around across multiple generations, and we tell stories. The kids would sit on the carpet, and the elders would sit in chairs, and we would light the candles, and of course, afterwards, have a beautiful meal. And of course, there was always the discussion of the 7 principles. And my favorite, I have to tell you, was always the one about self-determination, Kujichagulia. And, you know, essentially it's about be and do. Be the person you want to be and do the things you want to do and do the things that need to be done. It's about not letting anyone write our future for us, but instead going out and writing it for ourselves. And that principle motivates me today as we seek to confront the challenges facing our country and to build a brighter future for all Americans. So to everyone who is celebrating, happy Kwanzaa from our family to yours.
By and large, the overwhelming majority of Black Americans don't even celebrate Kwanzaa. But you're telling me Kamala Harris, who was raised Indian, grew up celebrating Kwanzaa with her family? Brothers and sisters, that was a heat check just to see how far they can actually go with the foolishness before you actually respond negatively to it, okay? Now, to the surprise of the Democratic Party, and even to my surprise, honestly, Black Americans are actually fed up with Biden, Harris, and the Democrats, at least for the moment. And they're actually fed up for all the right reasons. They're fed up because they voted the Democrats in, and they're not doing anything but making excuses on why they can't pass a single bill for Black Americans. And as a consequence of this, now Biden's Black support is falling faster than a plane falling out of the sky.
Biden was in Atlanta just 2 weeks ago. He gave this stirring speech on the importance of passing new voting rights protections. But, and unfortunately, his months of speechifying and failing to get reforms through the Senate may be dragging down his numbers. The new AJC poll found that Biden's disapproval numbers with Democrats and with Black voters quadrupled since last May. The crazy thing here is that Georgia Republicans aren't even doing much to court voters outside of their hardcore Trumpy base. And there's bad news for Democrats in down ballot races, too, because the polling shows that gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams trailing behind the current governor, Brian Kemp, and even losing a head-to-head race with Kemp's GOP primary challenger, former Senator David Perdue. And then there's the race between Raphael Warnock and Herschel Walker. What does that race, what does that contest even look like between these two men? It's within the margin of error. That's how close it is. The two are just separated by 3 points.
So now the Biden administration can clearly see that the Black community is upset with him, his administration, and the Democratic Party as a whole. And what does he do? He continues to insult your intelligence by announcing that he's looking for a Black woman to make a Supreme Court judge. More symbolism, more trinkets, another slap in the face.
Choosing someone to sit in the Supreme Court, I believe, is one of the most serious constitutional responsibility a president has. Our process is going to be rigorous. I will select a nominee worthy of Justice Breyer's legacy of excellence and decency. While I've been studying candidates' backgrounds and writings, I've made no decision except one. The person I will nominate will be someone with extraordinary qualifications, character, experience, and integrity. And that person will be the first Black woman ever nominated to the United States Supreme Court. Justice Breyer has been everything his country could have asked of him. And when he appeared before the Judiciary Committee almost 3 decades ago, we all had high hopes for the mark he would leave on history, law, and the Constitution.
Look at their puppets falling right in line who have no problem selling their people out. Jamal Bowman tweeted, "President of the United States, you promised us a Black woman on the Supreme Court. Let's see it happen." Anaya Presley tweeted, "President of the United States, it's time for a Black woman on the Supreme Court." Barbara Lee tweeted, "Retweet if you're ready to see a Black woman on the Supreme Court." What does a Black woman being on the Supreme Court do for the Black community, ladies and gentlemen? Absolutely nothing. And they all know that. These people don't care anything about Black America as long as they have a comfortable position within the system. The Black community as a whole is completely expendable to them. Black America has been loyal to the Democratic Party like a well-trained dog since 1964. And this is the thanks that you get. So please remember this come the midterms, and please remember this come the 2024 presidential election. Let this moment be the end of the vote blue no matter who era as we usher in the policy over party era. And with all that being said, that does it for today's video. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification next to the subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. All social media links will be pinned in the comment section below. Please make sure you text tdhiphop to number 33222. That's tdhiphop to number 33222. That way you'll get a direct text notification whenever I release a new video, but it also serves as a protection plan for myself in case YouTube ever gives this channel the axe. I'll be able to send you a direct link to where you can find me next. And last but not least, for those of you who have a love and appreciation for the work that I put in on this channel, the number one way you can show your support is through Patreon. For only $3 a month, that will help put me in position to take TD Hip Hop Media off of YouTube. Remember, the goal is not to grow big on YouTube, but to grow independent of YouTube. And for those who have issues with joining Patreon, you could also hit the join button that's next to the subscribe button, and that way you can become an official channel member for as little as $3 a month as well. And lastly, if you have not already, please make sure you join the emailing list. There is no way that I can go independent of YouTube if I cannot take the audience with me. And the link to that will be pinned in the comment section as well. Thank you for your time, and until the next video, peace.